Hello everyone. This is my final NLP video of the yoga learning that I did for this project this semester. My overall learning goals were that I just wanted to learn first the names of some of the basic yoga poses that are out there for beginners and be able to be confident in holding several of these poses. So as you can see from my first video that I took a couple weeks ago, that I did not have a lot of confidence. You can see I'm very hesitant in trying to do the stork pose or the modified stork pose, and how I kind of had to start and stop a couple times and was very nervous trying to complete it. Using the different network sources I learned, though, really helped me build my confidence in being able to try yoga. So some of the networks that I used, I started with YouTube videos, which I actually found that didn't help me as much as I thought they were going to. I thought I would just be able to follow along. But when you're in a yoga pose, you can't actually see what's going on. So not understanding the terminology or what the poses were to start before starting the video made it very difficult to be able to follow along. So I had to take a step back from doing the actual videos and got into the other kinds of network types that I use. I found that the help forums just gave me those basic definitions I needed. What is a downward dog? What is a stork pose? And from there, I was able to then go to my social media and affinity spaces. And what I found most beneficial here is this is where I could ask questions, which really ties into the global learning of the 21st century learner, and how I was able to build this community and get advice from people that I have never met. So after I first learned my definitions, so I got the content first, going back to TPAC, I used the advice from the experts or people with a lot more experience than I have. That is the pedagogical component. Then I went back to the videos and was able to be a lot more successful. So in this video, you can see I tried to bring several poses together. So starting with downward dog, which is a very basic pose, helps to stretch out the hamstrings, helps to strengthen the arms. Moving on to a plank pose, holding the plank pose for a few seconds, lowering all the way down, and then up into cobra pose, which is a very, very nice stretch for the shoulders and the back. And once I held that for a few moments, then you bend back down and go back into downward dog. So you can see from the first video to this video, I was much more confident. I wasn't hesitant to try anything. I felt good about what I was doing, and because I knew what I was doing at that point. So obviously I've got a long way to go in my learning, but I felt good in the fact that the sources that I used helped me get to this point. So what were my final reflections of this project? First, it was not any one source that helped me become a yoga professional. It was a combination of all the sources, learning from the websites of this is what the pose is, this is what it does, this is how it should look, this is how you should feel. Being able to reach out and ask questions, because people are very willing to share their expertise. Anytime I posted a question, I received at least a dozen responses, and most of them were encouraging posts, or try this, or this is what I did, or you need to keep this in mind. And I appreciated all of the help that I received through those sources. And finally, then I was able to go back and follow along with the YouTube videos to help me kind of strengthen my practice. And the final thing I learned is yoga is challenging. Not impossible, but it does take a lot of mental and physical strength and time to be able to do it. So this is my final reflection of my NLP, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Just a few of my references, and hope you enjoy reading my blog as well. Thank you.